The distress signal had been floating in the void for 7 standard cycles, bouncing off dust clouds and long-dead satellites, crying out into an indifferent universe. It originated from the planet Varos Prime, once a thriving trade world at the edge of the Veiled Sector, now reduced to ash and rubble by the Carnathy war clans, a species that lived for conquest and sneered at Mercy Dot from the ruins. Survivors scattered and hunted sent out one final desperate message. A universal broadcast, short and simple. This is Varos Prime. We are falling. If anyone hears this, we beg for help. Please. Anyone. But no one came. The Alari Council debated the politics. The Drovo Syndicate calculated the losses. The Varex Confederation sent condolences, nothing more. Varos Prime was a lone dot, or so they thought dot in the Carnathy flagship Gralox Maw. Warlord Verktal laughed as his second-in-command reported the silence from the stars. No one answers. The weak, Verktal growled. And none challenged Carnathy's steel. The warlords believed their victory was complete. No empire would risk war for a broken world. Certainly not for a non-aligned planet of farmers and trade hubs. They were wrong. Aboard the UEFS Resolute, Captain Amara Chun watched the replay of the Varos signal in silence. It wasn't even meant for Earth. The signal was broadcast on the old forgotten emergency channels used during humanity's own orbital wars. But Earth had heard it. Humanity had not joined the galactic stage to sit in council halls or sell plasma silk. They had arrived late, bruised from internal wars, defiant and united by necessity. And above all, humans remembered what it felt like to call for help and be ignored. That pain had carved their ethos. Amara stood before her command crew. Her voice cold and resolute. Set course for Varos Prime. Ready the fleet. We answer. 12 ships jumped out of hyperspace at the edge of the Veiled Sector. 12 vessels forged from the scars of Earth's chaotic past battle worn, patched with mixed-tech ingenuity and burning with human defiance. Each hull bore a name written in 100 languages, but every translation meant the same thing. We remember. The Earth Armada had arrived. On Varos Prime, the sky split with fire. The Carnathy ships, still orbiting and feasting off the planet's resources, scrambled into position. They dare? Verktal spat. 12 ships against our Armada. Madness. But humans never believed in fair odds. The battle began with light and fury. The UEFS relentless dove through a cloud of debris, weapons hot, unleashing particle beams that carved 2 Carnathy cruisers in half. Human fighters screamed through enemy formations in erratic, unpredictable patterns. Their tactics weren't textbook. They were dirty, creative, desperate, and devastating. Amara's voice echoed through her ship. Remember what we came for. Hold the line. Varos lives. A Carnathy dreadnought bore down on the UEFS Hammerfall. Its energy lances searing across the hull, but the humans didn't back off. Instead, they rammed it. Aboard the Hammerfall, Commander Ruiz smiled through the fire. You wanted a fight. Here's one with heart. On the surface, Varosian survivors stared at the sky in disbelief. For hours, it had been black with Carnathy ships. Now flashes of light, streaks of plasma, thunder shaking the mountains dot, and among the wreckage falling from orbit, one shape broke through the cloud sleek, battered, but undeniably human. A dropship. Its ramp fell and out stepped Lieutenant Jonas Merrick, dirt-covered, rifle in hand, eyes burning. Sorry we're late, he said, offering his hand to a wounded Varosian child. But we heard you. In orbit, the Carnathy began to fall back. They were warriors, not fools. Their fleet was twice the size, but the humans fought like they didn't understand defeat. Losses meant nothing to them. Pain only seemed to make them angrier. And worst of all, they weren't fighting for territory or plunder. They were fighting for someone else. An act the Carnathy couldn't comprehend and couldn't match. Verktal watched as his fleet burned. One by one. He looked at the screen, the human ships now forming a protective ring around Varos Prime. He turned to his bridge crew. Who are they? No one answered. But they all knew. When the last Carnathy ship jumped away, Amara Chun sat in silence. The bridge was full of cheers and tears, but her eyes stayed locked on the planet below. A voice crackled through comms. It was Governor Tellin of Varos Prime. "We thought no one would come. Why did you?" Amara smiled faintly, her voice soft. "Because someone should have, and now someone always will." 1 week later, the message played across galactic space. A transmission not of surrender nor warning. Just simple fact. A fleet of battered ships stood in orbit over Varos Prime. A new symbol fluttered. Alongside Earth's flag, a single planet encircled by 12 stars, and a single hand reaching outward. The message read, "To the forgotten, the broken, the outnumbered, we heard you. We are human, and we do not ignore the call."